What's up, guys? So Deadpool 3 that has looked to be a big movie than ever before. And even with the song that was announced with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is coming back and making his MCU debut, and like, even so, when it's movie started filming, and then obviously due to the Hollywood strike, and even with these rumored cameos and that now it's just spun like out of control, and even with the ones that are confirmed, even the ones that are not confirmed as well, and over the weekend with a breaking rumor cameos that are coming from an industry insider that indicate which rumor cameos can we expect to see in Deadpool 3, and even this is like teasing the multiverse of madness that we should have seen and heading into the third Deadpool film as well. And so that's what we should do for you guys to break down all these rumor cameos and so much more as well. And so if you're new to the channel and don't subscribe, let's be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so future videos of this. So let's get into it. Especially with these rumor cameos that are coming from an industry insider. Now, in this case, this is coming from the Diz insider who has reportedly had these rumor cameos, and especially we take things that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a greater soul. And now, it starts off by saying now with these rumor cameos that we expect to see, it's of course starting off with a Daphne Keane as X-23 from Logan, and now especially with her appearance in Logan as a mutant, plus I loved her in that film, plus like she was immune with Logan in his dying days, and even so by the end of that movie, what happened to her character, and plus I would love to see her show up, especially in the third Deadpool film, and even with that like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have said, especially during that announcement video, that they said that they're not going to touch upon like the timeline of Logan, especially with the X-23, but I would love to see her I would love to see her appear in the third Deadpool film. The next rumor cameo that we have up is Tatum's Gammon. And with this one, this is coming from we get some toast, who is a reliable scooper, and from what is reporting that with Tatum's Gambit, and that he'll be wearing the common accurate outfit with a purple armor and a trench coat, which is something that we all like to see from the character. Even with like Gambit from the X-Men making his debut in the MCU, it would be something pretty cool to see. And now the next that we have up, and now this is something that people discussed for a long time, and that is a Taron Egerton as a Wolverine variant. Now, especially as of last year, and even that it was reported that Taron Egerton would make a real Wolverine variant in the MCU, something maybe in the future of the MCU, or becoming the new Wolverine in the MCU with Taron Egerton who debunked this very quickly. And now even with Taron Egerton, I would love to see him as a Wolverine variant, and plus with his role in the Kingsman films, and even with someone making his debut in the MCU, especially as like a Wolverine variant, that would be a really cool to see. And like even with so I think like it'll be very cool to see another variant of Wolverine played by Taron Egerton. With the last few cameos that we have is Famke Jensen as Jean Grey and Halle Berry as Storm. And now, especially as there's this rumored plot leak, and even that there'll be a fight between the Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey, and it's also possible that will happen. But I think we should take this with a good salt. But I would love for it to absolutely happen, especially with these old X-Men characters that are returning. And now, especially with the last one, I think like that will definitely get fans excited. Is that Taylor Swift made her debut in the MCU as Dazzler, and now especially with Dazzler, I think in the comics like she is a part of the X-Men, and even with this cameo, I think we should definitely take this with a grain of salt. And like even though this could come from an industry insider, and I really like for this to happen as well. I think she would make a great X-Men character inside of the MCU, especially with Taylor Swift. I think Ryan Reynolds, I think they know each other well, and even with I think Ryan Reynolds like teased her appearance as an X-Men character inside of the MCU, and plus with her having to debut in Deadpool 3 as an X-Men character, it will be a pretty freaking cool to see. especially with a Dazzler, so she's like a superpower mutant that's like energy beams. So especially with a Taylor Swift, who's like a huge pop star in the business, and with her making her debut in Deadpool 3 as one of the X-Men characters. Now, even though all these rumored cameos that I have listed here in this video, even coming from an industry insider like this insider, even though with all these that are still are not confirmed, like these this cameo list seems to be a cool and also crazy as well, as especially going into the third Deadpool film, as this is like teasing of what Multiverse of Madness should have been, and like even though with that, so I think we're in for a big movie. Even though with this crazy cameo and rumor list, and even though with these, I mean, it sounds cool, but at the same time that these are kind of crazy as well. And even though so I think this is going to be an action-packed film, and I think this is going to be a big cameo fest than ever before. I mean, even though those cameos that we speculated later on, especially recently, and then with Ben Affleck's Daredevil and Jennifer Garner's Elektra, who are rumored to show up, and even though so there are going to be some low-key connections into Deadpool 3, of course, with those movies, and even with a rumored cameo from Tom Hiddleston's Loki, who's also rumored to be showing up as well. I think this is what teasing what Multiverse of Madness should have been. And even though with this film that has been delayed, is also according to a Disney earnings report, and even so that it has been removed from that date. And I think with this movie that has been delayed, and like even for when the time that this movie comes out, I think this would be a great time to enjoy it. And yeah, so with my final thoughts on this, I think we're for a big multiverse movie with Deadpool 3, and even with Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be doing multiverse time jumping together, and I think we're in for one heck of a movie, especially with this rumor cameo list that's coming from an industry insider. Again, we take this with a good way of salt, but even with these that are somewhat going to be confirmed, but at the same time, it looking like it's somewhat going to be confirmed as well. And even with this rumor and cameo list, that sounds cool, but at the same time, the kind of crazy as well. And yeah, I'm just so excited for Deadpool 3. This is my most anticipated MCU movie, aside from all these cameo lists and so much more as well. And so that is going to be it for the first video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Know what your thoughts on this rumor cameo list, what all these cameos that are rumored to be showing up in Deadpool 3, and who would you like to see appear in this film? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe to the notification bell for future videos, and you can also follow my socials, which are linked down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.